popping on your screen shortly. There I am. We're glad you're watching Morning Express. An amazing show. We still have lined up for you great music, and we'll get to know a little bit more about the Kenyan Boys Choir. Shortly, we'll be talking to them. Where did they come from? And just that little fact I've been telling you about, I mentioned it earlier on. They performed at President Barack Obama's inauguration. That's how cool they are. That's how high up they have been in as far as their craft. So we'll get to talk to them a little bit more and learn from them what makes them so good in what they do. A little bit of a traffic update. I understand there's been a blackout. I don't know where with the weather. Okay, if you're watching, clearly you got lights or maybe a generator. But maybe those who would tell us there's a blackout cannot see this and answer my question. But I understand from 3 a.m. most areas in Nairobi, hakuna stima, hata kwetu. That was what we witnessed, giza in the morning. But we will keep you posted on what's happening. At least daylight is with us now. But traffic on Lang'at Road is bumper to bumper. That's on my 3 routes. Jogoo Road as well. Mombasa Road, crazy. A lot of updates from that side of the town. I'll keep checking and letting you know how we are faring. Remember also DJ Genius is with us, so he'll continue mixing for us as we go along with the show. So I want to bring you my panel now for the hot topics. These are the people who sometimes can say things, especially one of them. This one right here. That make me want to run. How are you? Did you have a blackout as well?
You know I live in your neighborhood.
Let's not talk about let's not talk about where we... Excuse me.
Giza Strip. That's where Sophia says, Giza Strip. No, hata misi kukuwa na stima.
Yeah, so Giza, then we also had Giza.
So we all stay in Giza Strip.
Yeah.
The Israelis are coming.
Actually, we never have blackouts. Like, this is unique. This must be
me and Sholo always have blackouts. Those that we drink. You're like blackout.
That's blackout. Really? Solo, you're doing well?
Yes, I'm doing well.
It's good to see you.
It was a bit very good to see you, by the way, and happy New Year to you guys. Yeah.
By the way. Really?
Now that it comes to think of it.
Both of you, I want to introduce you to my new co-host. You may have seen him throughout the week with me. The one and only, drum rolls please. Michael Getonga. So he's a lovely man. You've been seeing with me on air.
I see him hanging around.
And you're wondering.
Yeah, I remember last time you thought he was.
I thought he was a stalker.
But then last Friday he accused me of being a stalker.
Yeah, I was like,
because he was just seated over there watching.
You have any business? You're just here. It was like Sophia is so comfortable with her stalker.
I know.
You're such a great person.
Just a gracious soul, honey.
Gracious soul.
Yeah, that we have learnt well. Let's get to our business of the day.
Yes.
Hot topics. The Pulse. I love this look on your cover girl.
Yes.
Yeah,
she looks
fantastic
great.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's great.
I should do one of these looks, well, not to work.
We can make you up.
She could pass for like your relative. Eh?
Why? Would she?
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
my forehead is rather big. Hers is small.
No.
No, she looks really good.
Beautiful and modest.
Oh, she looks lovely. So let's go to what's up this weekend.
Yes.
January is still biting quite a number of people.
Yes.
Although we've been seeing crazy traffic, so people have money for fuel, although the prices have gone down. But where are people hanging out this weekend?
What I can see, there's the Nairobi Restaurant Week, which will be happening. It's a 10-day culinary event that makes a comeback after a successful edition last year. And
food.
Yes, this is about food. And
talking of comebacks, there's Helen at the balcony.
Which balcony?
Helen is at some balcony.
Okay, it's in Villa Rosa.
Is he going to be preaching or playing? Is he playing music?
No, now he's all about music.
It's all music.
I think
it's all music.
The preaching was rather controversial. And he's excellent with that. I mean, he's been here. We've hosted him before.
Yes, he's fantastic.
He's with
fantastic.
He was my classmate in high school, and he was very, very good at.
So you could
let's not talk about that class.
Okay.
I just thought about a lot of
you also had Timberlake in that class, Quincy?
No, Timberlake was too dumb to be in our class.
But you said you knew
him. Paul Mago. Yeah.
Oh, it was Mago.
Mago.
You didn't say you knew Timberlake?
No, I knew Timberlake.
Where did you meet?
Bad shoes. I met him in Standard.
What was he doing here?
I know. They let all sorts in through the door.
Oh boy, don't you say that. So Mayhem At the what?
At the Moitas. These are the two brothers, the two siblings, the younger brothers to Rafton and Daddy Owen.
Daddy Owen.
Yeah,
And
they
they
have
also
other brothers.
yes, and they're coming into music, and you can see the resemblance. One of them looks like Rafton, the other looks like
Yeah, this other
Daddy
one really
Owen.
looks like Daddy Owen. Yeah, you're right,
And the other
actually.
looks like...
It's a 50-50 family,
Yeah.
I know.
They share
Like
looks.
50-50.
Did you know about them, Michael?
Yes, I did. And they're also good musicians and upcoming.
Yeah.
And
What kind of
it
music?
looks-
Gospel still?
Gospel music.
Yes, still
yeah.
gospel.
It's a music.
They're all gospel music.
Ni watu wa Mungu.
Yeah, and what
Moitas.
And of course they have very good mentors, Rafton and Daddy Owen being ahead of them.
Yes.
Then they've learned they don't have to go through the same.
Actually, these are Daddy Owen's children.
Yeah.
What do you mean there's
This
children?
is Daddy Owen.
Oh, Daddy. This is Smita you're talking to.
Yeah, clearly.
You start getting
Smita,
them early, like when he was 11 years.
you're-
You know, at 11 you can get to East.
Really?
So you got
Okay.
them when he was in standard 5.
So on page 7, you have an article here, your page,
Yes.
12 cents from 2014.
I know.
So what is it? And that's you, actually. You've captured yourself there for once.
Yeah.
Or have you done it before?
No, that's Harry. Eh? Who is saying I was in January sucks. Eh?
This is not you, the
He's
dreadlocks.
sucking me into his misery. But you know, January is when, like today is 15th, eh?
Yeah.
16th.
16th, yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
smack bang in the
Yeah.
middle. I thought people are reminiscing about last year. No, nice when guys are thinking all the fun things they did.
Yeah.
They're just sitting in the house, blackout. Yeah, you're not sure if it's KPLC or you haven't paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff.
Guys didn't know.
Do I do electricity on my telephone?
Yeah.
Then memories come flooding back.
Of the happy times.
in 2014.
Yeah.
So I've helped them.
Wow.
Me, I thought of all my happiest moments of
Which is the
2014.
happiest one of 2014 for you?
When I went to Kakamega.
Why?
Eh?
What happened?
Why? I got to mentor children on literature.
Oh,
Then I met
that's
this
nice.
hot chick.
Oh,
Well, that's
So was
Okay.
it the mentor? Was it the mentoring or the hot chick
I'm
that you
confused now. I'm just really confused.
Have you even seen the emphasis? I mentored these children.
Yeah,
And then there was a hot chick.
he started on such a positive
We was
note.
positive.
I know.
I even started thinking about mine. I was like, oh,
I
what?
know.
Okay. Honestly,
there was this hot
controversy-
chick. I was like,
I did
with
want to
them.
floss, but it was when I went to Germany and I watched World Cup there. Yeah. In the beer
But tell
garden.
us
And
about
in
the hot
Germany
chick.
No, let's forget this hot chick.
So are you still
that was a slip of the tongue.
No, it was.
My happiest
It was
moment.
quite a long one.
What was your happiest last year?
2014. I'll always remember when we all went out the S3 and you never let and you never let us sit down. You know, she never let us sit down.
Went
And she was like,
With him
With him.
and with
And
Steven.
And
Yeah.
Steve Oski,
No,
I was
Oh,
there.
I'd have
They
been
didn't let
I'd
me
have
in.
He'd been MIA for a while.
and she never let us sit down. Every
We
song would be like,
danced.
this one we dance. I show you the routine.
No, there was this Mzungu DJ
Yeah.
who was nailing this African songs proper.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah, he got it so good. It was
That
like,
was an amazing night.
That was an amazing night.
Yeah.
That was
And so she
awesome.
can dance, eh?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I saw.
Every time I'm on this show,
Please.
later on,
I mean,
guys always ask her, do you know Sophia?
Yeah.
But last Friday, the pub I was in, I was asked by 5 men.
Yeah.
And then all of them, 4 out of 5 commented, that's 80%, commented on your dancing.
Okay,
So I'm
I
sure
will
guys
not
want you
dance
to dance.
anymore.
You know, by the way,
Genius, take it away.
she can show us a few moves.
Yeah.
Here.
No.
Yeah.
Sophia,
No more
Sophia,
dancing.
welcome me to the
I
Friday.
think I'm messing up my brand. It needs to continue being a serious one. What about you, Michael? What is your best?
Oh, my
moment
best
you remember?
moment would have to be a family moment. There's a time we went out and we bonded with the boys. You know, in this day and age, I have an 11-year-old and 13-year-old.
Took time. Yeah. But it could be 15.
No, it's 13. It's
Or
13.
12.
I'm sure.
Yeah, plus or minus
Somewhere
one.
between 12
You can do plus or minus
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And sometimes it's very difficult for them to actually tell you their lives as they are at their level. So we sat down and we just had family time, and that I cannot forget.
You cannot forget.
That's a memory I hold very dear. It hasn't
Amazing.
happened again, and I hope it will, but it was good.
That's
Okay.
that's like us 11 years from today.
Dude.
Damn.
And you need to borrow a leave.
Dude,
I mean,
actually, I'm
Michael is
like-
married.
I'm coming.
I'm not doing.
You need to advise
I was
so long.
bonding with that,
Alright.
except it won't sound as cool as you.
Ah, yeah.
Ati Chelsea told me, yeah, Chelsea told me, Ati, Papa, I drank my Ribena in the bus. No, see, that's understand. Those are our stories.
All right,
Sasa wewe usema.
Ukiambiwa hivyo. And me, I had my beer in the bar.
She calls my vodka Diaz.
She already
Okay,
knows.
Is that what you told her it is?
Yeah.
Let's bring this back home to cover story. Now, this is shocking. I was very surprised, everyone. You must grab yourself a copy of the Standard. Therein you'll find your pulse, pull out, because your celebrated leading gospel artist, Gloria Muliro, her story here about her marital woes. Yeah,
This is a big one.
so heartbreaking.
It's an exclusive.
Yes.
Our editor Stephen Mendes did an excellent,
I think he's done justice to the story.
Did, like a great story. I hope he's listening. And,
Watching.
Oh yeah. No, him as half legs. You know when the steamer comes half.
It's called a brownout.
You can't see it. It's a brownout.
A brownout, not a blackout.
Yeah. Steve is having a brownout.
He's watching it as screensaver.
All right.
I hope it's frozen on Sophia's face, because at least he's looking at something good.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's frozen
But
on
this is a
sound.
fantastic story. Everyone needs to buy the Pulse just to read this, and I'll give guys a tiny tidbit.
Yeah,
when
we
you
don't
guys
want to
comment.
give too much.
Yeah. This guy on their wedding night, Gloria's gone to the bathroom, kujipodoa. Clearly,
Getting
it's
ready.
your honeymoon night, so you know what she's jipodoring for. It's obvious.
Okay, let's not do
And
that.
then we won't dwell on that. She comes out of the bathroom, and she finds this guy,
Opening the
this
gift envelope.
Congolese guy, the cash envelopes you get during your
The
wedding.
wedding.
He's going there and he's throwing away the envelope
And pocketing the cash.
pocketing the money. So he's still fully dressed. He's got his eye focused on his top priority on his honeymoon night, which
But
is cash.
I almost understand. It's a sad story because nobody saw this coming. Nobody ever thought that, Gloria Muliro has not been in the limelight for any negative reasons or nothing major, apart from her being a fantastic gospel artist, scooping a lot of awards. But then now she talks about the tough times, about the 5 years in her wedding, in her failed wedding. But I'm not surprised about this guy cashing the cash. His name is Miko Eric Omba. I'm sure he was tired of ombaing. Just pocketing on their wedding. That is nasty.
Shakespeare asked what's in a name. So this one should tell you all
About what's in that name. No,
You know, marriages crash, Sophia. Some crash like suddenly. Those ones you can't be blamed. You know, you turn the corner, then
And
it's like
that's,
it's like those accidents you never see coming.
Yes.
You just turn the corner, then boom, there's a stationary lorry. But people listening out there, if your husband is fungweng envelopes of cash
on the wedding,
your wedding night,
honeymoon night, the first one,
and
of course, assuming
when you're supposed to be consummating the wedding,
and knowing that she's a gospel artist and he's a pastor, we would assume that maybe they had not even had this physical encounter yet. So this is like you're looking
they'd be
forward.
so excited about it. So anyway, there's more to read about, including extramarital affairs.
There were extramarital affairs. There was violence.
There was violence involved.
There was financial.
Gosh, it like combines all of them.
It was a lot of things.
You know, it's
and she said the problem started on the wedding night and throughout the whole of the first year.
Yeah, and also, you know what this says, that sometimes I was even just talking to Collins, our makeup artist, and saying that it's funny how you see people walking in town and you watch them on TV and you imagine their lives are all put together, but you never know what's going on.
It's amazing. This clothes hides a lot. You wear a suit and you've got your tie and you look like everything is together.
Smiling.
God knows what's going on.
They never trust men who are ruling.
But they're now separated.
Now they're separated.
Yeah, now they're separated. So please read more about this. So I don't have to tell you more. It's shocking, the details
it's a great
that revealed there.
And
It's
I think
a
also
great
before
expose.
we
Good job.
go away from the story, the moral of the story really is, before you get into a marriage, just because it's a pastor or you still need to do your homework. Just check. We're all human at the end of the day.
Especially if the character comes like from Congo. Or Nigeria.
Okay, let's not.
Just leave the envelope on the table and look at what he does to you.
Leave the envelope on the table. Is that a pun?
Is it just me, or do you guys think the model on page 12 cross 13 on my style? Okay, I guess we're trying to look sexy.
Yeah.
But there's a part of him that looks scared.
Scared was scared. Yeah. They look scared.
Okay, we're supposed to be looking at the clothes. I'm sorry.
Let us look at the khaki
Let's
swag.
look at
Let us forget about his scary looks. Yeah.
No, not scared. Looking.
Scared.
Scared. Like.
Maybe, but you know, maybe he was told come for a photo shoot, and he's always a shootout.
What do you think, Michael?
Well, he looks. Yeah, he looks a bit like he's scared of the camera. But it could also be. I mean, if you see the first page where he's in grey, I don't know if it's a zip that's open or that's.
Okay, anyway.
Maybe it's
swag below the belt. Swag below the belt.
No, I'm sorry. Close the garage, man. Keep the car inside.
All right.
Yeah, but this one talking about the khaki swag, and then I think
it's too late. You've already. The moment.
The fashion expression is fantastic.
Okay, let's move on from that moment. But yeah, please look at it. I just, that's what captured me. You know, clothes should capture you, not but the face capture.
Yes.
Anyway, page 17.
We look at the clothes, not the face.
Yes, return of the 90s. The scenes in Kolos Msichana High Class give the feel of a black American movie with bad guys and Azamkala Mwagesha. Documents. Shabarangs, Pliers. Is that Pliers?
Yes, Pliers.
Yeah.
And even Kanda Bongo Man.
Truly back. And we're talking about this old school swag, you know, all those trendy things that used to be there back in the day, and how they've done that whole circle thing. Now we're back to it. For example, you look at Chapman, and he's been rocking this Shabrang kind of hairstyle.
The number 23 sort of Jordan t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we're bringing that whole old school swag.
Dude, then you need to cut off our hair and just go bald, because that was big in the 90s. Jordan look. Yeah.
90s there, it was the Jordan look. Yeah. But it was pretty expensive. I know those days when we would shave, it was like 15 bob.
Yeah.
How much do you?
How much do you spend?
For a haircut? Around 300 shillings.
Let's keep our hair.
At 300 bob.
Yeah.
300 bob.
How much does it cost you to maintain this?
This, like, Angwanye.
What's that?
Like 1,000. Oh yeah, you're a Barbie.
Yeah.
But in high school, because I was in approved school, I used to get my haircuts for free. That's the benefit of approved
school. So how often do you have this? This at Ngwanye, how often do you spend it?
Like once every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And you, Solo?
Same thing.
Yeah?
And that's to do what? Clean
everything.
Dude, ask Jimmy.
Yeah.
Evidently for me. There's another poignant. Start having another poignancy.
All right.
Guys think you're
finally, back to our polls. Let's feel the overhead.
Oh, I feel you like to skip the football.
Because
you don't like football.
I love football. I'm a Man U fan.
You're Man U?
Yes.
Now,
page 20.
That's
kawaida for us.
Now, that's chapana, kawaida.
Tuko pamoja on Sunday when you play City. I'm Chelsea, but
we are the Arsenal.
Kill those camels.
Yes.
They are Arsenal.
So Arsenal.
But City, of course, we're going to give them a thrashing.
Yeah, tunakufa na.
You're playing?
Man City.
So you think you'll beat Man City?
Yeah.
You have something else coming. Man City is gonna swap you.
No, listen. I mean, the predictions are almost there. That's so old.
Yeah, that's great. You just said the Man City are going to swap you.
But you know, I understand she's from Manchester United. Yeah, they're used to those words.
Swap.
We've been.
I'll not have Sophia attacked in front of me, and especially because Manchester United. Tafadhali. Tuheshimiane hapa.
Okay, finally. Yes, overheard on the page 23. Rispa Faith
sees the light.
She's saved?
Now, apparently, a source says that the socialite, you know, the big booty, cellulite socialite, now she's seen the light, and it's said that she's changed her ways.
Let's have some silence in studio, please. Yes.
And I guess it's raising a lot of tension.
Yeah, but this Kenya choir boys are thinking about this Faith. They're excited by her.
Yeah, okay. She's seen the light. She's
saved?
Yeah, now a close source has said that she's seen the light. She's saved, changed her ways. She's no longer being seen out in the clubs since December, which I probably think is a good thing. And a blow to the socialite industry.
It's just January.
They just lost someone.
It's just January.
Oh, but many people get saved in January.
No, but let's not be skeptical.
Okay.
She may have seen the light. Okay. The Lord has touched her heart, and that's a good thing.
The Lord has touched her
heart.
Oh, heart.
And we'll pray for her. We pray the best for her. We wish her well.
Yes.
Any other one story that stands out for you?
Me Chameleon and the cult.
He joined a cult.
Yeah, my God.
Like that video is in a church, there are ghostly things. I really like it.
He posted something last week on social media, and then part of the video, he cut his finger and then he sucked the blood.
Oh, ew! Who does that?
No, that's
so rock and roll.
No, it's not rock and roll. That's actually definitely.
I knew Peter would be cool with that.
Also on the video, he cuts
his finger. He cuts a little bit. When he starts bleeding, then he sucks the blood.
Hey, what's the video about?
So, now we don't really understand. There's a lot of speculation and stuff like that. That's why people are saying, has he joined a cult?
What song was that? Where in a church that is being haunted by a woman, like a dead wife or something.
Tubonge? Is it Tubonge?
Genius knows it. Yeah. That's a beautiful artistic song.
Yeah.
And
the song or the video?
No, the
what
video.
Do you like? The video.
No, Chameleon, no doubt about it. He's one of Africa's, East Africa's best, and he's very talented. But you know, some of these things, the video was about 18 seconds. So it was a bit weird. It's just something he could post on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of questions.
Looks positively petrified.
No, it's weird. I mean, why would anyone do that? That's my water. And by the way, this is what is it called?
Me trust. Even if you have a ball,
the water.
I can drink
the water which is not so waterish.
It's carbonated.
No.
Gas.
Fizzy.
Flavor.
You guys are so
No, you know we don't do those flavored.
No, we don't do flavored. Because when I was a kid,
you just know, you used to drink tap water.
Okay.
Yeah, or you put salt, you put sugar in the star. Yeah. It's flavored.
Look at this.
Sweetened.
We're glad you're watching Morning Express. Everyone, let's go to Genius. You see? Flavored water is for some
flavored
people.
Stolen water for me. That's why you're getting.
That's why he's
stolen flavored waters are the sweetest.
So we'll come back with the Nairobian, have a look at that. Also, we'll be looking at, we'll be talking to the Kenyan Boys Choir. Have you heard of the Kenyan Boys Choir?
Never.
You've never heard of them, have you?
Well, when you said the Obama thing, I think I know.
You remember?
Oh, they've grown up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So now you remember.
Not the children's choir. I know you're thinking of the African children's choir.
They're the ones who went
to
the US for the dinner.
The Kenya Boys Choir.
Yeah.
Yes.
They went to perform after the inauguration.
Like the biggest day ever.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember them.
President
they were
Obama.
much smaller. Now they've grown muscles.
Yeah.
I'm curious to ask about, because they have this age group, I think it's 17, 26, they'll tell us more. So after you get to 26, when you're in the group, do you
retire?
Like, you're no longer boy.
Sorry, you're too old.
Go boys to men. Maybe join the men. So we'll talk to them as well, and they'll be performing for us right here in studio. You want to stand by for that, but for now, Mr. DJ Genius. Take a seat. We are glad you are watching Morning Express, everybody. This is how we do. We dance, we sit. Now he's sweating all over the place.
And panting.
A
sign of unfitness. How many times do you go to the gym?
You should join me at the gym.
Oh, this is your gym.
I should say yesterday.
That's great. Mike, this is our gym.
Yesterday I went to the gym and there was this fine man.
Oh, we're back to that story for hot chick, hot guy.
Honestly, that guy was hot. What?
No, honestly, Sophia, do the three of us look impressed?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What she hasn't said, or what she hasn't
not looking impressed.
What she has not mentioned is that I was at the same gym. Thank you.
It could have been you.
Compliments, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, hot people come to my gym.
Yes. I know.
That guy was whoop. I'm sure he's not watching. The Nairobian, everyone. Let's gosh, I just had that, you know.
Nairobian.
Yeah.
Can we get away from
that? Please have some water. Have some water and then let's come back to our topic. It's getting hot.
The Nairobian.
Do you know how many unfit Jamas admire you out there? So relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't break their
They can
hand.
come share with their admiration in the gym.
Okay.
Where do you gym?
Let's go ahead. The Nairobian Heartbroken, Mueni describes Timberlake as her ideal husband, and this is, what's his other name? Quincy Timberlake. As an ideal husband, and says she's willing to give him a second chance.
Let me laugh. Okay, fine. This guy is going to come out of jail like in 2045. So it will be a happy reunion when they are very old.
But what was that settled, the whole case?
No, he's still in court. It's still in court, and
he's still in custody?
Yes, in custody. Although Esther Arunga has obviously given some very graphic evidence, and somebody's phone is on, which evidence of how he was trying to exorcise the baby with punching the baby. So of course, if he is found guilty, then he's definitely going to be behind bars for a while.
But so who is this woman, Solo? Who is this lady?
Well, there's a woman who's in a surprise new twist of events, because no one thought anyone would come claiming to, I want to own Quincy. But then here comes a lady who says that they've been cohabiting for over 10 years before he met Arunga, and they have 3 kids.
Wow.
But then she explains how he one day just left. Okay, all of a sudden he was not that cool guy, because in very fond words here, she says, Quincy was a good provider. I was happily married, and my husband was kind, funny, and very loving. He was the model husband. So she's saying that she's ready to forgive him for whatever, for taking off.
And even after she knows all of this drama that has unfolded, she's okay with him.
Yeah, so she says, she can't be forced to love someone, but she's ready to take him back.
Yeah, but that's silly. Okay, let's stop pretending like this really silly.
Maybe she wants to get a visa to go out of the country.
2015. Quincy is going to get like 30 years, like for him.
Oh, we don't know. We wait to see.
Oh, really? I think so.
Innocent until proven guilty.
2045.
She'll wait.
She'll have cobwebs. And that toy, she said that toy was 13 years.
Yes.
He'll be like 43 years old. He'll be older even than Mike.
Mike,
what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? And maybe that's just an indication.
So they'll have a very romantic reunion, except
at old age.
She'll be 60 and he'll be 70. That's
but people live to old age nowadays, Michael.
Yes, they do. They do. And it could be a sign of love. I know for you that might be something far-fetched, foreign, unbelievable. But there is love in this world. There is actually love.
Don't worry. We got you.
Let's go.
I like page 2, guys.
Oh, yeah, this one.
The 10 reasons campus students hate opening day.
Yeah.
Page 2 is on this side, sweetheart.
Yes.
No, page 2 is
like it's
right.
Like when it's on your left.
Oh,
yeah,
no. I was on page
3. I can see why page 3 is attractive. But
I'll stick to page 2.
You can actually see it on the edge of the screen there. So which one is your...
Mine number 7. I love the opening day. Boy meets girl again. You know, all those flings that you have when you're in campus, and then you break on holiday, and then you've been ignoring her because you have another lady in the village, and then now she starts asking you, although in our days, we never used to have mobile phones. We used to go to the telephone booth.
To the booth,
yeah. So if you say it's 3 p.m, it has to be 3 p.m. Kilia unauliza ni msichana ni yangu. You understand? So
Mr. Coco looks young, but
but I mean, I like number 7.
Which one do you like, Michael?
It's got to be number 7, really, because that's it just brings a flood of memories. I remember my first girlfriend. It was that phone booth thing. And us guys, no, not that many.
We are some.
But on that phone booth, us guys knew how to tap.
Yeah. So yes. You definitely use it. And I would spend a lot of time there, even with a spoon. Me, I had different ways of tapping. If those guys come and I put a spoon, or I could smash a coin, put it in,
like inside,
and then you
talk forever,
and then you talk forever.
Man. And by the way,
did you do that as well?
Me, I don't have such skills.
Wow.
We are genius.
No, he was writing poetry.
I used to write for girls, poems.
You're those guys who used to wake a perfume on a piece of paper and But as you receive this missive, words are not enough to explain my love for you.
I have a question. Did you ever, after writing that, like shed a tear, shed a girl, you were just so emotional, so you'd shed a tear like...
No, nowadays you wouldn't cry, you'd never cry. You'd never cry. What you do, you would spray it. Would spray it with you.
One time I sprayed on a fountain pen.
There's a cologne called you.
Yeah. Okay. I put like I did this like poem and stuff, and this elaborate letter. Yeah. And then with fountain pen so that my handwriting is Kaliska. And then when I sprayed it, the whole thing just blotted. Yeah. But I didn't realize that. So then the chick comes back from whatever.
It's a painting.
She was like,
what's this?
He sent me a painting.
Yeah, she was like, now what was this you sent me? It's just a blue star.
Let's move on. Page 4, those are the intrigues of your younger days, clearly my age.
Yeah.
Sex workers now in school uniform.
This is very scary.
But I think this is a case of history repeats itself, because I remember back in the days, probably in the 90s during the Moi era, there's a time when prostitutes used to go to K Street in street clad, because then someone would think, can I give you a lift, and then now should come in and should not be arrested as well. But now they're saying that nowadays if you visit these strip joints in the city, you'll find that most strippers and prostitutes are underage girls. Now, so it's not a case of people dressing down in attire to fool the authorities. Now it's actually a case where it's underage kids who are actually getting involved in this one, which is a serious thing.
That's shocking. Yeah.
Yes,
it's unfortunate.
And if you go on with the story, apart from seeing things about live pornography being done in the strip clubs and child prostitution, you also see that there's also another thing that is also influencing these kids into immorality, like touts. Makangas, the kubebwasare.
I thought that was like a 90s thing.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying, it's history repeating itself.
Again.
Exactly.
Because kangas had fallen out of favor.
Yeah.
No, there used to be the hot thing.
Yeah, but after the introduction of uniform.
And then from the year 2000,
you went down.
You tell me that the touts are back.
Touts are back. Rongai. Rongai touts.
Yeah, by the way, Rongai. In certain months.
Yeah. Rongai is a foreign country.
Yeah, it's
why are we discussing it here?
No, I'm just saying, they come to Nairobi every day.
The traffic that side is insane. I remember, I think, was it 3 weeks ago, my friends, was it still in December, were coming from this beautiful place you all should go to in Masai Land for Nyama. Very nice. So we're coming back.
The Smith?
Not the Smith. No, Smith is not Olepolos. Olepolos have been. It's so beautiful. Masai Land kabisa. You go like you're going to Olepolos, but before you go down, there's a place you divert to right, left. I mean. Anywho, when we're coming back, the traffic in Rongai. So I guess there's a lot of time with this Kanges then to
interact. And you can imagine they even these are guys who come from the city. Diaspora, the city, so even the girls waiting for them in Rongai, they know these are the hot guys, so they're still hot makangas.
And I guess given the distance, the amount of money they're saving, maybe for a student, that's amazing.
Yeah, and it's still choteas are 50 bob for credit, so
and maybe it's a mart that has Wi-Fi. They even have business class. This is a Rongai. Nowadays is business class.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, business class. Yeah.
Okay, Mike, take us.
Good. Matatu to tout pimp child prostitution. So that's the same thing that we're looking at there. And Sonko must apologize to mourners and morgue operators. This, of course, after displaying his arsenal with security guys, and apparently he's supposed to, apologize. I don't know what you guys think of, the display that he had.
Well, what was happening is morgue operators were saying that there should be some form of respect when, people are paying their last respect, when people are coming to...
Some modicum of decorum.
Yes. So when... This happened when, Simon Mbuga lost a mother a few weeks ago.
And I think they're going to pick
they're going to pick the body for burial. And Sonko showed up in his gold-covered SUV, and then his guys came flashing in suits and holding a heavy arsenal.
In Nairobi, and there's something else later where Barak Muluka, the social commentator, and in our literary pages, we really like sort of kills Sonko. The guy should buy the paper because he really bombs Sonko out.
But so the thing I don't understand is when Sonko does all of these things, everyone behaves like, you know, he's doing it for the first time. I mean, he's like that. That's who he is. Look at what he's doing now with all this.
Well, I'd love to link that story with the story that's on page 13, where they say that love of bling, where villagers elected professors, but Nairobians chose Sonko.
Yeah. So on one hand, you'll see people turning around and hating on him and saying all manner of things. But at the end of the day, he's not out of character. He's in character. That's who he is. Like, but he's not doing anything different. One of the critics was saying that, you know, sometimes we might perceive that we hate him, but if you look at Nairobians generally, we love money, we love wealth and all that stuff. So what happens is, if you get a chance, if you get a chance with Sonko, you'll really be happy. But if he's out there, then there'll always be people hating and stuff like that. And you've seen the limos now he has for free if you have a wedding. If you're drunk and you don't think you can go home, he has a Land Rover to take you home. There's ambulance. There's
the breakdown. There's a hearse.
But practically it's populist because is it every, so today I get drunk. Will I really call that Land Rover?
I wish you had the number now, I would have called.
And we test that.
And we'd say we don't have electricity. They bring us candles.
And Kenyans are sort of like, especially Nairobians, we're into some sort of class wealth. No, it's sort of like cheap. I don't blame him for playing the game, but there's no sophistication to it at all. Money should be sort of quiet, and there should be some class. But
you know what? He's preparing himself for 2017
governorship,
and you may not, governorship.
No, but anyway, hate him, love him.
He's in school. He was doing his exams the other day. You guys take everything seriously for 2017,
and it seems to be we for him because we are discussing it. In the news for the last 1 week. So if his aim is to have popularity and have people to Sonko is still in our minds.
I say he's a fresh boy. It's okay.
So in-depth Nairobian across pages 14 and 15, you read about killed by death. It's a huge story here. Why postmortem results on public figures are hidden. I mean, first, as we speak, there is no law in Kenya that, you know, obligates families of prominent people to release results of what killed their loved ones. Although we've seen members of parliament, some wanting to table that bill that would mean, you know, would indicate that they'd have to tell everybody.
No, that's ridiculous.
What happens is...
No, legally I don't think it can work. You can't force people because the dead belong.
They're saying a prominent person.
Yeah, but the prominent person, when you're dead, you go back to just belonging to your next of kin. You can't. And where do you decide what prominence is? Where do you do that? I don't think it's workable. But like I said last week, I think we were talking about it last week. All these things, the annoying thing is you never ever get to find out.
I know.
You just hear South Africa and that's the end of it.
I guess what they're really focusing here on is not about the public knowing the truth. It's about the family getting to know the actual things that killed their loved ones. Because as you can see here, it's quoted killed by death. Because
but do you think the families don't know?
Well, the pathology says that once they do and they write the report, they forward it to the police, and then the police now gives it to the family. So they're saying that in between there could be some games being played, that some things that are being switched and stuff like that.
Usually know.
So sometimes families will say, I don't think that is what killed him.
Yeah, I think most of the times, especially prominent members, they do know. It's now a matter of how private it is, and depending on what it is, whether they really want us to know. The only thing is, if they're going to come and say that as a family, if they're going to bring it to the public domain, that we want this investigated, then I think it almost behooves them to let us know, because now they're bringing it back to us.
Because on one side you have some arguing that sometimes, even when pathologists will indicate this a cause of death, sometimes because of certain factors, some will not want to believe that to be the case, so they'll want further investigation because they already hold a certain position. And on the other hand, what Hassan Omar said on Monday is sometimes it's an embarrassing cause of death.
You know, to this prominent person. You know, it's different if Solo dies, and then when we cut him up, he's just got like Viagra and whiskey. You're not going to release that. But if let me not use myself as a dead example. But if I drink this water,
that's deadly.
Yeah, that Mike has given me.
Sophia, not Mike.
Then I die, and then you find it's like arsenic. That's more like sexy to release into the public.
Because it shows.
But it's dark.
No, okay. Don't say it
or
that
cyanide.
way.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they killed Sumita. Then all my kisses can get annoyed properly.
All
but
right,
Viagra and whiskey.
Let's move on. Page 17. There's a commentary on the side there about Langata Primary School. So this has been in the news because of their part of their land that has now been taken away.
Yeah, it's been grabbed. This one has been in the news all over the week.
Yeah.
And isn't it quite unfair and sadist when an individual is trying to grab a piece of school land?
We don't know whether it's
public land, man. I think it's a bit bizarre, and especially
and land is very very sensitive in Kenya for obvious reasons. So for them to try and grab, especially school, these are our kids. You know, we had in estates nowadays you hardly have any green area for children to play. So you can imagine now if they encroach on schools, they also don't have somewhere to play in school or at home.
This is the scandal involving Weston and Langata Primary School. I think whoever is behind it, and especially with anyone prominent or prominent individuals,
it has to be,
or who are leaders, if that is the case, if that is the case, you know, we're really begging them, just think about, don't tell us about, oh, we are helping lead a country, and then we are thinking about like the future of Kenyan children. And your children are already set. Yeah, your children are okay.
Yeah.
But you're not elected by your children. You're elected by Kenyans, and all of us love our children. We had Mike, talk about it. Yeah, it's very unfair that your toys, you have leaders there.
Who go and
sorry.
What's going on? Sophie, is that something embarrassing?
No, you have lipstick on you.
Oh, I have lipstick. Oh my God.
And there was surely a blackout tonight. You applied makeup on your coat.
Makeup on my coat. Is that the story?
No,
don't apply makeup.
No fairness. I think this is mine.
I don't think this is yours.
But I don't think.
No. When he came into the studio, you had not met, and that is not your lipstick.
Yes.
That is not your lipstick.
Don't apply lipstick.
Let us move.
Is that the director who pointed out? Let me put my threads over the lipstick.
She said,
another interesting story here.
Your director has very sharp eyes. KTN directors usually have very sharp eyes. Both on the board.
She normally have very sharp eyes.
It's a lady, of course.
And lipstick on a guy's coat. Now, a story here that is interesting. Sophia was earlier on telling us about how she goes to the gym and looks. And looks seem to be a big thing.
It is.
Looks are a big thing.
They are big things. So there's a question here. Would you part with 120,000 for killer calves?
Yes.
Sophia, would you?
120,000 shilling
why
bob
is this
just for look.
120 shillings?
What happened
on page 19?
In this one?
For surgery?
Yes, it's non-surgical. It's non-surgical. It's non-surgical.
So what are they doing?
It's like the press.
There's a cathedral with it.
I
think
they roll it like this. There you make chapos. Like this until all the fat goes away.
That is so not true.
And then we say, no, it's true. It's right here. It's called.
The Nairobian.
Let me read for you. It's called cool sculpting. Is also known as cryolipolysis. So they cryolipolize you.
Cry
for 100.
They cry.
You cry a bit, but you are oleopolicized. As you cry,
so they're saying a lot of upmarket guys and especially women are looking at the amount of time they're spending in the gym, mix that with professional lifestyle and then the social, and then they're saying it's a bit of a hassle. So what they're doing is there's this place where you can go at your center and they cryolize you properly. All right. And you say if you don't want the fat here, they squeeze it down to where you want it.
They take it from here.
So by the time it's actually a before and after there. It's before went in like this, left like this.
Have you seen people that this has worked on?
Well, I have been to that. I've been to not
for
like
yourself?
that. I know I'm okay, but
I notice you have killer calves.
When
you are dancing there.
You went
and I've seen a lot of people, and especially not like it's a selective kind of a thing, but a lot of big people. Listen,
Solo, you look so gullible.
Anyway,
and I'm going to ask Sophia works so hard, and then you tell us, about like your Jimmy. I find guys want shortcuts.
That's the thing
you're a fat woman. Let's say, for example, you are fat.
Let's say you're well endowed.
Let's say
you're big boned or whatever.
No, you've added weight. Let's say added weight.
You're out there, you're fat. No, you have to say the truth. I remember when Sophia was gaining weight, and she said she's going to kill it.
Yes.
And she said she gave me a killer regime. We were talking at the canteen.
Okay, are you going to share it with the
but it works.
Yes.
It works.
Yes.
It's a live testimony.
In the world, there's no pain.
No pain, no gain.
No gain.
But even this kukanda pain gain.
It's cry something. So you cry.
I say this. At the end of the day, how you look, yes, it's important. And even we talk to, image consultants, and they'll tell you across the board, the first thing people, when they meet you, is look at you. I mean, we're not saying first, very important, that big people are not beautiful.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all.
And
especially those who watch KTN.
Yeah.
Even those who don't. They are. I think the most important thing is whether you're healthy in that body, and also whether you're comfortable.
Comfortable. Yeah? That's the most important thing.
So if you're not, that's not a shortcut. I don't know. I wouldn't,
in fact,
advocate for a shortcut.
Comfort plays a big role.
Shortcut?
I don't think your food. She just said, how did advocate for a shortcake? Yes. So we're talking, you must be really struggling. Did you have this moment you're fighting ice cream cake just to maintain it?
I meant shortcuts. Anyway, working out is good, eating healthy as well.
Yeah.
Let's wind it up. Oh gosh, you guys are so crazy. A shortcake.
Shortcake. Yeah, she's suffering from loss of not having kids.
Yes, heads up with
Victoria Beckham, who's David Beckham's wife, loves Kenya.
Yes.
She wants to come to Kenya.
Apparently.
Another celeb that loves Kenya. Kenya is a good country.
Everyone loves Kenya.
It's a fantastic country.
Yes, it is.
See, this is where the prince, proposed and made in somewhere in Nanyuki. And now if Victoria Beckham
if
also
the Becks come here,
why not?
Yeah, she did an interview with Vogue magazine, and she said one of her favorite destinations that she'd love to get to is definitely Kenya.
And why not?
And then someone from the presidential strategic communication team tweeted to him. He actually retweeted that and wrote to her saying, Kenya will be glad to host you. We appreciate your choice of Kenya as a destination. And so
they were in Dubai for Christmas.
We can only hope. Oh, they were in Dubai for Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw them.
Awesome. We welcome everyone.
Finally, quick one, Mike.
Yes, there's a question here. Just how well do you cope with these annoying boys? There are bigger problems in relationships than a bunch of guys on the sidelines who don't necessarily approve of you. Just these boys who are there. And
yeah, I mean, there are many people in relationships, and then you have this, your boyfriend is always with his boys.
Yes.
Like there's no alone time.
Yes.
Because of you look like those ones who would always be there.
No. I have alone time, but not during the English Premier League, which runs on Saturday afternoons and sometimes on Sunday afternoons. Okay. So I'll be the Kinasolo. See, we watch some good things together,
we do.
Like Sunday, Man City, Arsenal.
We're watching that.
Yeah. So as a Jama, how do you draw that line when you're with your mama?
And hang out with our friends all the time?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it all comes to now getting out of the boy cocoon and being this responsible person. And you talk about it because, I mean, sometimes you cannot stop or you cannot shut down your fiance, your girlfriend or your boyfriend from their friends, but then you need to create that time. Okay? I think Roxanne is actually very good at bashing.
Interestingly, I think she's giving advice to ladies and says, don't give him ultimatums, because men naturally don't like that. They'll just shut down. Don't throw a fit when he hangs out with them. So I think it's about learning who he is and finding your part in him.
Yes, and then you create some time and all that.
I have a very simple formula. Friday is for the lady. Friday. Saturday is for the boys, the football. Then Sunday,
50-50.
for the daughter.
Okay. Okay.
That's for you.
That's for you.
Yeah.
That's for you. What about you?
Well, my week is divided. Monday, Tuesday, I go home very early. Wednesday, I go take care of
Why do you go home early on Monday and Tuesday?
just to be with the family.
Just to be with family.
Yes, just to be, and to make sure homework is done and stuff like that. Then Wednesday, I take care of the spiritual me. I go to church. On Thursday, I take care of me. I go to the gym. in the evening. This is just evenings. On Friday, it's for the wife, Joyce. On Saturday, it's for now the boys and Joyce and everybody, and Sunday as well. Now, Saturday is for the nuclear family. Sunday, now we decide, do we go see Shosho, or do we go see Hookah, or do we go swimming?
Me now. Me every...
Well done.
You can clap. You can clap. Yes, you can clap.
Am I supposed to say something?
No, let's have fun. So many men.
I should not say something.
No, Solo, you
have to say something.
Yeah, you have to say. And we have your column sometimes here where you say.
I like dedicating my time to writing the newspaper and taking care of me, because that's it.
So okay. Monday to Sunday.
No, you know what?
That's me.
God will come through for you. The Bible says there's a time and a season for everything. And
Amen.
He will make it right. So no, He will make it right in His time.
Yes.
And perhaps maybe at the end of the year or 2016, maybe we'll have another forum. And you will be giving us such a testimony.
I'm really encouraged.
I will mentor him. I'll take it up to myself. I will mentor him.
And that's why I feel like
okay, one at a time. You're talking about each other. And mentor him as well.
Sophia. I need
as
to
you can see with this lipstick on the jacket. Friday morning. We're glad you're watching, everyone. Morning Express. This is quite the team. Team this morning with my lovely panel. Thank you guys for joining us so much. Thank you for staying with us here on Morning Express. DJ Genius will play for us some music. After that, we'll return with the Kenyan Boys Choir. They'll sing for us, they'll teach us some moves, and we'll talk a little bit more about them. So that and more is coming up. Genius.
Okay.